Hi guys, today I'm reviewing the Brita Ultramax water filter dispenser. It measures 8.5 inches tall, 7.5 inches wide, and 14 inches deep. The unit comes with a dispenser, lid, reservoir, one filter, instruction manual, and stickers that help you remember when to change your filter. You can stick this on the dispenser. Brita recommends changing the filter every 40 gallons or about 2 months. This filter is supposed to reduce zinc, chlorine taste and odor, copper, mercury, and cadmium. The dispenser and filter are BPA free. This unit holds 18 cups, so it's a good size for larger families and for people who don't like constantly filling up their smaller pitchers. When you first get the unit, wash the dispenser and the lid and the reservoir with warm soapy water and rinse. Take the filter out of the packaging and run it under cold tap water for 15 seconds. We'll take the cover off and insert the filter. Fill with cold tap water. Brita recommends discarding the first 3 fillings of water. There may be carbon dust in the water. You can of course use this water to water your plants instead of throwing it out. One thing I want to mention is the plastic dispenser is pretty flimsy. This is the second unit I bought. The first unit I dropped and it shattered. And I didn't drop it from a very high counter or anything. It was just a few inches off the floor. So just be careful with that. Another issue I had is removing the reservoir from the tank. It's extremely difficult to pull this out of the tank in case you need to clean it. If you have that issue, Brita recommends leaving this on the counter and bringing it up to room temperature in case this was in the fridge. And when it warms up a little, the reservoir may become looser, so it's easier to remove. But I have to tell you that I just bought this new and I did not have it in the fridge. I took it out of the packaging and the reservoir was pretty much stuck inside. I tried to put water in there, left it out for a few minutes, and after a lot of struggle I was able to pull this out. Put the reservoir in. You can hear it, it's a little hard to push down. I'm afraid I won't be able to pull this back out. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go, that's in. You can see there's a tab in there. Just match up the groove in the filter. Just turn it to make sure it's sealed. I'll pour in my tap water, which usually has a chlorine smell and is slightly cloudy. The water is going right through the filter, which is good. The water is going through the reservoir pretty quickly. It's not stuck at all, which is a good thing. The cover doesn't just sit on top. You do have to push it a little to make sure it's closed. It is light enough to pull back and forth. There's really no dripping, which is good. I'm not too thrilled about this handle. Again, it feels a little bit flimsy. I'm not sure how long this will last. The water tastes fine. It has no chlorine smell or taste to it. It tastes like clean water. Of course, that has to do with the filter and not the dispenser at all. When the water gets really low, of course, you will have to just sort of tip this over a little bit to get the remaining water out of the dispenser. Let's see how easy it is to fill. Okay, it's not a good idea to use this opening to fill water. I am using my measuring cup with a spout and it's still not that easy to fill. So I would just take the lid off and fill it that way. Let's see if we can remove the reservoir a second time. Take the filter out. It is very difficult. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the second time it was fine. Or shall I say not that bad. Hopefully with more use, this will be easier to remove. And easier to put back in. I really like the look of the dispenser. It looks nice on the counter or in your fridge, but I just feel that the parts are kind of flimsy. If you want to try out this Brita for yourself, I've put the link in the description below. I hope this video was helpful. Subscribe for more reviews and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.